People ask me, can I install a whole home water system like you see here? You could, but I don't recommend it. I recommend you get an experienced plumber who knows something about water treatment and has installed them before to save you a lot of headaches and problems in the future. Basically, you have your pressure tank, then your sediment filter, and in this case, you'd have your neutralizer because the pH is low and we need to get it up to 8 to properly remove iron. Then we have our 2510 Katalox Light system, followed by a 48,000 grain water softener, and then we have the UV that would be mounted last on the wall after the water softener. Some people like to add a carbon filter as well, and that would go after the water softener and before the UV light. People ask, why does the order matter so much? Because you're taking out certain contaminants and you have to add certain things into the water to be able to remove other contaminants. Like, for instance, if you're removing 10 parts per million of iron from the water and you have 2 parts per million of manganese, you need to get the pH up to 8 to 8.5. So we put the neutralizer in first to get the pH up where it needs to be, and then the Katalox Light filter can easily take out the manganese and the iron, and then the softener takes out the residual hard water created by the acid neutralizer, and then you can go through a carbon filter to polish up the water, take out herbicides, pesticides, a whole list of contaminants, and then it goes to the UV light last and kills any form of bacteria that may be in the water. Not every system is going to be like this. It can depend on what your water problem is. If you just have acid water and low hardness, you would need an acid neutralizer, more than likely the non-backwashing type. If you just want to remove iron and sulfur from the water and really can't afford a whole bunch of different equipment, you would put the 2510 2.5 cubic foot Katalox Light system in. That would take care of iron, manganese, and sulfur. Basically, before you buy anything, call us, get some dimensions on the equipment, make sure you have enough room in your house for whatever you want to install. Some people down south, they put them outside, they put them in sheds, or they build a little enclosure to house all the equipment because it stays warm all year round. They don't have to worry about it freezing. Most houses, like we're here in Maryland, everything has to be put in the basement. So you have to make sure you have at least, like this system, you want to make sure you have at least 8 feet wide and 2 feet deep in order to properly fit the system. Basically, before the pallet arrives, you want to have your plumbing, your tools, you want pipe cutters, a can of glue if you're using CPVC or PVC. If you're using PEX, you want crimpers or sharp pipe fittings. Basic tools other than that, screwdrivers, socket set maybe for the backwash line to attach it to the system itself, a 1/2-inch flexible hose for the backwash drains. If you're going to hard pipe it, we usually do it in 1/2-inch CPVC. Here in Maryland, a lot of the houses are CPVC or PEX, so you want to make sure you have plenty of 90s, some couplings, and at least 20 feet of pipe to get started. People ask, I'm going to have multiple backwashing systems. Can I use one drain line? Basically, what we used to do when we did installations for 25 years, we would connect the backwash line to the backwashing systems and then tee them together into one line and run that one line to the drain, whether it was a pre-existing drain, washing machine drain, a sanitary tub, or we had to cut into a vertical PVC line, put a T, P-trap, and standpipe in there. Basically, you can control the backwash times because you don't want them backwashing together. So when I did installations, if I had these two, I'd set this one, if it was 10 a.m., I'd set this one for 10 a.m., and I set this one for 12 p.m., and set this one for 2 p.m., so they never would backwash together. Or you can go into the master program and change the backwash time from 2 a.m. on one to 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., etc. The UV light always goes last, and the reason why is you need to be iron-free, manganese-free, and hardness-free because the bulb is housed inside a crystal inside the stainless steel chamber, and if the crystal gets cloudy or stained, it interferes with the performance of the bulb and it'll set the alarm off. Basically, once you plumb everything in, make sure the glue's dry if you're gluing the system, everything's crimped if you're using PEX, all your backwash lines are secure and in place. Basically, you're going to open a cold water faucet, go to your main feed valve by the pressure tank, or if you're on city water, by the wall where the water comes into the house. Open your feed valve up just enough to get water started flowing into the tanks. Let all the tanks fill up, and when you get water flowing from the cold water faucet, slowly bring it to full pressure and let it rinse for about 10 minutes. And then after that, you can set these all into a manual regeneration by pushing this button here and hold it until the regeneration starts. You can contact us at 800-460-5810 or use our online chat at www.midatlanticwater.net, or you can text me Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 443-277-2204.